All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've been very, very blessed. I got very good looks. I'm very, very lucky. My parents were so proud of me, even when I did nothing, and they were just so good to me. I love my parents. They were so cute. My parents were so supportive of me. My mother was a very good woman. I really liked my mother. She was such a good woman. I lost her when I was 26 years old. And she was just so great, and she was just so cute, and she was the best woman ever. She was so nice. I really felt that she was kind of like an angel. Like she was so good. Everybody loved my mother. She was so funny, and everybody thought she was so great. My mother was really good. I couldn't have had a better mother. My father was amazing, talented like crazy, looked so good. Like nobody looked like my dad. Like it was funny because every time I'd see him with his friends would all look so much worse, and I just thought that was so funny. I just felt like, oh, I felt bad for his friends because they all looked so much worse. And it was just so funny because he was like so much better than them looks wise. I mean, they were nice, and he got along with them really well. His type of friend was always the same. He liked a certain type of person, and that person was always very. He For some reason he had a lot of bald friends, and he had a lot of friends that were kind of like Guidos, Guido kind of guys. And but that was what he hung out with. He really liked that kind of friend, so he always hung out with those. Maybe because they were really nice guys. I don't know, but he was always like so happy to be with people like that. And then so whenever I hung out with I wasn't hanging out with him really because I was young, but whenever I was with my dad and his friends and his friends looked like that, I was like, oh my god, my dad looks so much better. Um, those guys were obviously nice, but I was like, oh, but yeah, so it's kind of nice to be like really surrounded by good looks, in my genes. It's kind of nice to be in my genes to have good looks and stuff like that. Just a minute, guys. Oh, okay, guys, sorry. This person just made a comment of white 80 look-alike. I'm just like whatever. Like people can say whatever, but honestly, I'm just so happy to be good looking like my parents and so talented, and it's nice. But my fans, like some of my fans are just so cute. Like I saw my fans and I was like, well, I probably you guys are probably like all scared because I was talking about you guys, but I want you guys to know that I encourage you guys to do whatever you want and to be happy with what you're doing. I want you guys to feel good and feel like what you're doing is important. Now my fans are very nice, and I know, like I'm sure you guys like it. You want me to talk about you guys, right? In general, I won't unless somebody wants to simply bring them up. I'm not going to, but in general, it's nice to talk with my fans because I really do like. My fans are so talented. I'm like the last fan I saw that waved at me that was like, hey, she was like so pretty, and I'm like, oh my god, you're so cute, totally. And I'm like, wow, that's the kind of fan I have because I'm so good looking and so talented that my fans are. I draw those kinds of people. I draw all kinds of people. I'm not going to limit what I draw. I draw like people that are all kinds of people. I'm not going to say that all my fans are. I have lots of fans. All my fans are good looking in their own ways. But the ones that shout out at me are always so cute and gorgeous, and I'm like, oh. And I'm very supportive of all my fans. I don't want to limit any of my fans. No fan is left out there. I want all my fans. And some people might not be as gorgeous as they can be right now, but they become really good looking later on. So I'm not going to limit a fan because of that, because maybe they're gorgeous later. And even if they're not, who cares? I'm not judgmental. But yeah, so anyway, guys, that fan that waved at me out the window, she was so cute. I'm like, oh my god. Anyway, guys, totally enjoy the show, darlings. Let's just say this is a fan frenzy today, darlings. Okay, bye.